In this lecture, let's see how to use jQueryUI's checkbox radio widget to convert standard checkbox and radio elements into themable buttons. So for the purpose, let me add some radio buttons. So input type equals radio. Let me specify the ID to be jQuery because I am adding 3 radio buttons like jQuery, jQueryUI and jQuery mobile. Okay, so jQuery, and I want to group them together. That is, out of these 3 radio buttons, I should be able to select only one. Okay, so for that purpose, let me specify name to be jQueries and close this, and let me copy this and paste it twice. 1, 2, and change this to UI and this to mobile. And for each item we need to have corresponding labels, right? So let me add label 4. Its value should be the corresponding ID. So the first one is jQuery and let the label be jQuery. And let me copy this and paste it after this and also after this. Okay, and let me change this to UI and here jQueryUI and this to mobile, that is the ID of the input element, and here jQuery mobile. Now let's see how it appears on a web page. Let me refresh. See, these are normal radio buttons, right? jQuery, I can select jQuery, jQueryUI or jQuery mobile. Suppose I want to convert this to themable buttons. Then what should I do? I want to convert radio buttons. So let me select using tag name selector, that is input. So $input. Then I just have to specify checkbox radio. This will convert the radio buttons to themable buttons. So let me refresh. See, they have become themable buttons. Let me click this. It becomes green. The other two are now not in active state. Okay, if I click this, it becomes green. So like this you can convert radio buttons to themable buttons. Suppose you want to make check boxes like this. Okay, so let me add a line break to have a break between, and let me copy these. I can just change radio to checkbox, right? So let me put it here and change type to checkbox and copy this, and 2 different elements should not have the same ID. So I am putting it jQuery1 here as well, jQuery1, then ID to UI1 and here also UI1, and here mobile to mobile1 and here also mobile1, and I don't want to have the name for this, right? So let me remove it. Also this and also this one. So we have already specified $input, so this will also be considered. So let's see that. Let me refresh. See, now we are seeing buttons. If I click 3, all the 3 can be selected. Instead of having a line break, you can also put it within field set so that it will be more organized. Okay, so let me have a legend value and specify like radio buttons, and let me cut it from here. Okay, and paste it after this. Let me remove this. Similarly for checkboxes as well, we can have a legend. So let me put it here and close the field set here. So hash field set, this will close it, and let's see it now. Let me refresh. See, they are in different field sets. We can also set the width for the field set so that it will not have a border like this. Okay, here we haven't changed it. It is actually checkboxes. So here we have seen how to convert standard radio buttons and checkboxes to themable buttons using jQueryUI's checkbox radio widget. Suppose we don't want to have this circle or checkboxes like this. In that case, you can use the icon option and set its value to be false. So suppose here if I specify the value of icon option to be false, what will happen? Let's see that. Let me refresh. See, the circles and the checkbox squares are not seen now. But if you want to make the user feel that these are radio buttons and these are checkboxes, we need to have that icon, right? So if you want icons, you don't want this. Okay, so let me refresh. We are seeing radio buttons icon and checkboxes icon. So you can make our standard radio buttons and checkboxes look like themable buttons using jQuery UI's Checkbox Radio widget.